What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What is cracking? The call-in is live. It's live. So, do what you got to do. Come on in. Let's get this popping. Let's get it popping. Canelo is going to square off against Terrence motherfucking Crawford. It's on. But where's everybody at? Nobody's up in this bitch. What's going on? Why? Holiday weekend? What, is that what it is? It's a fucking holiday weekend? You bitch asses? 37. So we need... I would like to get 70 raffles. Like another 30. For how expensive these gloves are? Chill. Canelo is taking that loss. Yeah. People at work trying to bust ass, get off work for the weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Might get it fucking... I don't know. Bud gonna shock the world. Well, is it really a shock, though? Is it really a shock? Riddle me that. If Bud wins, is it really a shock? That's the question. If Bud wins, is it really a shock? You know what I'm saying? That, I don't know. Not really. Because if you look at the betting odds right now, what's the betting odds? Let's see. Canelo versus Crawford betting odds. As of August 25, 2025, Terrence Crawford, however, odds suggest. Okay, what are the fucking odds? Oh, here we go. DraftKings. Canelo minus 195. So Canelo's favored across the board. And apparently, I'm going to do the average. Fuck it, let's do the average. 190 plus 195 plus 188 plus 190 plus 170 plus 165. This is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of the biggest sports books. So Canelo's a negative 183. So let's see. Is a negative 183 a big favorite in betting? Let's see. I'm looking it up. Because I don't know enough about betting, but I'm curious if a negative 183... Let's see. So you need to wager 183 to win 100. Probability equals 6. Okay, so it's basically 65% chance of winning. So that's a slight favorite. So he's just a slight favorite. Okay. 65% chance. All right. But it won't be shock for Canelo word. People are giving their fights same energy Ali versus Foreman was. Nah. Yo, Franklin, you're out of your fucking mind. No, they are not. No, they are not. I just did the. All right. Now I got to school you because you be wiling out. You're that weird guy who doesn't want a wrench too, which is fucking strange. All right. So Bud Crawford is 65. Ali versus Foreman odds. Watch the difference. There's going to be a massive difference. Minus 700. 700, Franklin. 700, in case you can't see it. There you go. Can you see that? I'll highlight it for you. 7-1. Bud is fucking Canelo's minus 180. Nowhere near the same fucking odds. You're wiling out. Foreman Ali. What are you, nuts? You must be young. If Crawford would drop Canelo, that would be a shock, but yeah. What up, C Jisms? Oh, sorry. Fuck, I did it again. What up, C Bojangles? Come on in. It's lonely at the top. Nah, you're wiling out. You're wiling out. Because guess what? Word on the street is generally in consensus with what the odds are in the sports books. Ain't nobody. No. Foreman, Ali had little to no chance in people's eyes. Bud has a great chance. A draw. Hmm. 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 Oh. My bad. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Bruce, what up, sucker? What up, Bruce? Can you see Canelo getting dropped by Bud? No. Do you, Israel? Busy day getting ready for the weekend. I may hop on later. Yo, you're mad whack. Ken, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. I don't believe there is, but let's see. Is there a rematch clause between Canelo and Crawford? I think no. Nope. There is no rematch clause. According to Crawford, he did not ask for a rematch clause. He explicitly said, quote, no, I didn't ask for a rematch clause. There's no rehydration clauses either. Yo, Terrence Crawford is a G. I love that. No rematch. More importantly, no rehydration. Rehydrate as big as you want. What's up, Joe? Joe Gagliardi. Joe, hey, it's fucking Joe Gagliardi over here. Hey, Joe. Do me a favor, Joe.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Fucking Joe. Where you from, Joe? Remind me. You a New Yorker? You a fucking Boston Italian? What are you over there, Joe? Talk to me. Fucking Joe Gagliardi. I'm rooting for Crawford all day. I just rarely see any posts, videos, articles in favor of Bud. Shit. Like, look, Canelo is favored, but saying Ali Foreman is way out of pocket. It is out of pocket like a book bag. But he is favored. Most people think Canelo, but again, around 60%, 60, 65 for Canelo. That is a very close, Nah, you're wilding out, Keenan. You're just hoping over there. Okay, Israel. Smoking Mo. Who's that in your thing? Hagler, Duran? Okay. Crawford is not the champ. Why would he want a rematch clause? Well, my friend, because he is the A side in terms of the money man's eyes, which is Turkey. Let's not forget my Mexican friend, my Northern California friend. Canelo went and fought a whole fight. He fought Skull just to appease Turkey, just to appease Crawford, to make this. He goes out of his way to appease Crawford, Turkey. So, of course, he could have requested for a clause. There's no way in hell Canelo doesn't have a rematch clause if he loses. Well, that's not what it says. Yeah, no rehydration's wild. Josue, good, because I stay away from political shit too. I'm with you. We can't be listening to that shit. Shit's depressing. It's anxiety provoking. Nah, I'm good. Bud going to sleep. It's funny. Anybody who says that, the last names like Hernandez, Estrada, Rodriguez, all the Hispanic brothers supporting Canelo. But way more possible, Robert, is what you're saying, than the other way around. Way more likely. Bud could do whatever he wants. He's technically the smaller man, so it doesn't make a diff. Ain't no diff. Just like the spliff. That shit'll make you stiff. Just fuck that instead of sniffing. I'd be ripping my mics, my rhymes all the time. I'm too white, so shut the fuck up. All right, sorry. Flash knockdowns tend to happen to fighters who have big weight cuts. That I can't say I agree with, but I can't say I'd have to do more research to agree with that. That's a very bold statement, Mo. Flash knockdowns happen to dudes who cut weight. I mean, that's actually impossible. Like, you don't know how much everybody cut. Yeah, man. All the Hispanics. Word. Hey, I'm new here. What up, Ascended? Crawford, TKO, Canelo by round 10. Canelo gone. Gas out. When have you ever seen Canelo gas out, Ascended? Riddle me that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you got to provide me some context. You can't just be making these fucking claims with no context, with no historically evidence-backed context. Love your IG. Appreciate you, man. I'm about to drop one today. Just did it. Dope old school fight. Fuck, I'm forgetting who it was now. Marco Antonio Barrera versus Kennedy McKinney. Dope. I'm going to drop it today. Shit's fly like a dove. I'm a bud. So you're subscribed. So subscribe here too, man. Please. And guys, we are doing the raffle for these authentic 1998 first edition Grant gloves. 8-ounce pro fight gloves. Lace up. First edition. These are the first joints that Grant ever released from 1998. Brand new, never used, vintage shit. 3 to 5 G's on eBay, easy. So we are doing a raffle for those. If you'd like to enter the raffle, you know the deal. You send $10 for each raffle ticket to this Cash App, Marco Boxing, or to this PayPal email, marcoko@gmail. $10. If you want, a lot of people, like my man CJ, put in 15 fucking raffle tickets. The more tickets you get, the more likely you are to win them when we draw. The drawing is done online in front of you guys. It's an app that just spins the wheel. Yeah, make sure to send that and just put your name and put Grant gloves so I know who it is and what it's for. Ascended, put the money up then. Yo, put the money up, Ascended. Guess what? I think Bud will outwill Canelo. Who has ever outwilled Canelo? Like, that's another thing. Like, yeah, Bud has great will, but if Triple G couldn't outwill fucking Canelo, neither will Bud. I'm not saying Bud might not win because he might, but outwill him? Nah. Sometimes you have dudes who have equal will in them, equal power, equal, speed. I'm not saying this is that case, but fights can have, somebody doesn't always have to have more than the other. Sometimes it's a fucking stalemate. Wouldn't surprise me if Canelo... Guys, by the way, I'm taking calls. You want to jump in, the link is there. Come on in. You could do video or you could just do audio. Doesn't matter. Marco, that's one of my favorite fights of all time. Ooh, is it? Well, you're going to enjoy this video. It's coming. It's been written and created. I just got to record it and piece it together. It'll be out by today. Israel put some money up then. Man, ain't nobody betting you. Zdravey. Zdravey, Rob. Zdravey. Some of these predictions for Bud winning are literally insane. Make it make sense. Canelo was on PEDs versus Triple G. Word? Is that when he popped dirty because of the meat? It's hilarious. People thinking what Bivol did to an injured Canelo who only got out pointed. So easy. But can do better. This guy's a clown. Oh. I appreciate you, Rob. You're the man. Appreciate you, Rob. Appreciate the cash app. Which guy are you calling a clown? Which guy are you calling a... Which one? What Bivol did to an injured Canelo. Ooh. Okay. Plot twist. He was injured. How many losses does Bud have if he fought everyone on Canelo's resume? It's a great question. That's a great. Matter of fact, that deserves a bomb. That's how good of a fucking question that was. Does Bud beat Floyd? Great question. I know he ain't talking about me. I don't know, Ascended. He might be. He might be. He wants you to put your money up. So, Ascended, I know you're new to the community. Welcome, by the way. This dude right here, we call him E-Rock. He put up $1,000 through this channel against another community member, a dude named C. Jisms. That's not his actual name. I'm trying to annoy him, but for real, Ascended, they bet a G through the channel. So he is dead ass when he'll bet you he'll bet you right now whatever you want to bet. This guy, he's betting Canelo. So you want to get this bet popping? We do him through the channel. I hold the money, and then when the winner, wins, I pay him out. I keep my small booking fee, but that's it. We are going to win. See a great fight. All I said was he wants to talk about Triple G. That's your guy. Word. Megalodon, what up? Dope name, Megalodon. If Boots bruised Canelo with head... We don't know that it's Boots that did that. By the way, there's no way we know. And by the way, Megalodon, I was a fighter. Bruising happens all the time with gloves. Bigger gloves and headgear. Very common. So it's nothing crazy. 1. 2, we don't know that was Boots who bruised him. 3, bruising happens to every single fighter, especially when they're white complexion. Usyk did an interview recently where his shit was a fucking big fat shiner, yet he beats everybody he faces. So, he's down. You want to bet? Put it up. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What you want to bet? E-Rock, you got one. You got one. E-Rock, you got one. What's the bet going to be? You do it. You send it through this Cash App here. And then after the fight, I pay the winner out. I take 10% for the channel. But that's it. That's how we do it. I don't think you want to go 1,000 because E-Rock's already... Chris Jackson, what's up? Formerly known as Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Larry and Triple G beat everyone on Bud resume. Damn. Me too. Black guys don't bruise. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. Fact. Believe it or not, for as white as I am, I don't bruise that easily either. Because again, it's all genetics, right? Some people, even if they're light complexion, don't bruise that easily. Like I'm one of them. I don't bruise that easy. Whoa, black guys have better head movement. Jesus.
Oh, that's racist.
This fucking guy. Canelo's a cherry picker, and he's gonna get washed. Stack the papes on it. He's waiting. He's waiting. Stack the papes. Sorry, CJ. C Jazzy. Jazzy? Is that better? How much you want to bet, bro? I bet a lot easy. I bruise a lot easier since I stopped boxing. It doesn't make any sense, my British friend. Canelo cherry picked Bud? No. Bud picked Canelo, and Canelo's only doing it because Turkey's giving him mad money, and he probably looks at it like, this guy's smaller than me, and he's going to realize that when we get in the ring. Indonesian was my best guy Bud could find. Bud has picked his fair share of cherries. Name one. Put your soul up. I don't know what that means. No cash bets? How can people be mad? Hey, we're taking all bets here. Anybody who wants to bet this guy right here, I'll say it again. Anybody who wants to bet this guy right here, he is steadfast, hardcore like an everlasting gobstopper going for Canelo. Anybody who wants to bet Crawford, he will do Iraq. What? You'll do at least 500? Would you do 1,000 again? I don't know. Iraq's not playing. You guys want to bet? Do it. Typical. I knew it. Yeah, they don't want to bet. They don't want to bet. I got Canelo inside 5. 5? Damn, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Chris, do you know who that is? I'm not disrespecting you. Do you know who that is? Mahmoud Abdul Rauf? You probably do. If you don't, I'll explain it. They should have put Bud in junior middleweight tournament. If I was a boxer, my nickname would be King Cherry Picker. Alberto's nickname is King Dingleberry Picker. So, David Adnesian was a cherry, so he could stay before. Okay. All talk, no action. I know, man. These dudes don't want to bet. And made Canelo box Benavidez. Guys, phone lines are open. So many fighters just wait for Canelo to hit them. Try something else. Word. Vlogs, did Sheldon find... Nah, Sheldon's not bad. Sheldon left Earth. Chris Jackson. Oh, so Mahmoud Abdul Rauf was a very famous NBA basketball player in the 90s. And his birth name was Chris Jackson. He ended up getting Tourette's, and he was they call him the first Steph Curry. Then he got into Islam and changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf after. But his original name was Chris Jackson. He played for LSU. So I don't know if that rings a bell, but that's what we're talking about. So it's not an insult. I'm actually calling you the first ever Steph Curry. Chris, you must be young to not know who that is, because if you were anywhere near my age, everybody would have been calling you Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Bud wanted Charlo, but Charlo ran behind Al Heyman's skirt. Wow, so you're shitting on Charlo and calling Al Heyman a cross-dressing tranny in the same sentence. No, he did not play with Shaq. He played with Dikembe Mutombo on the Nuggets. Then I think he went to the Kings, I believe, after. And then because he was on his Muslim shit, he refused to stand for the national anthem. This was right after 9/11 when like America was not playing that shit. He basically got blackballed out the league because he was standing on, basically fuck him the American national anthem. This is literally days after fucking 9/11 happens. So, I don't know. Poor guy. Who knows? Who knows how good he could have been if he would have, maybe kept the politics to himself and just played.
Marco, you're wrong. Mahmoud, he did play with Shaq at LSU. So I think that's what
LSU he meant. Right. I thought he was talking about pro. I'm like, he didn't play with Shaq as a pro. That's correct. I forgot about fucking college. You're right. You're right. As a pro, though, I know he didn't. That's what I was thinking. Dude, what can Canelo do? Only put some cheese on it. Come on.
I got push-ups on it.
You do 50. Who are you doing it with? Is it with Iraq?
Hey, pause. Can you say pause first? Jeez Louise, man.
No, I don't
Jeez.
do
You're
pause.
from the East Coast. You
I
say
don't
you
do
don't do
all.
it anymore. I mean, you
Never did
definitely
it.
have. You say what?
I never did that shit. I don't do pause.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're 10 years younger than me, but when we were coming up, I say this all the time, we would emasculate dudes with actually, it would be the opposite. You tell dudes to suck
Yeah.
up dicks and it would be a lot of that kind of shit to like emasculate dude. So it was actually the opposite. But now, you say anything, people are like, oh, no Diddy, pause. I know I am not gay, so I don't need to pause myself.
Why?
LeBron, huh?
No, I was just gonna say why LeBron sucks just to lift up Kobe. I'm not
Yeah,
a fan of that.
I don't get that either. The boxing world will be much better when Al Heyman throws off his mortal coil. Wow. Wow. So that
Kobe
was
is better, by the way.
what Mo just said was savage, but also poetic. You saw what he did there? He avoided all the flags. He avoided all the explosive words. He poetically just talked about somebody being unmortalized. Good job, Mo. I like Canelo's slow pressure. You're going for Crawford, right, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not going for
You
Crawford. I
believe
know
he's going to
Crawford.
win?
Yeah, I believe he's gonna win. I
Okay.
don't. I mean, I'm a boxing fan. Like I don't have to go for anyone. I can just
College, he
like.
played with Shaq. Yeah, I know. I was just corrected. He did play with Shaq. I forgot Shaq played at LSU. Yep. Did Marco make a pick? Nope. Why don't you bring your ass in the chat, Wavy? Just don't talk about any nasty shit. This guy about to go on a Canelo rant again. He's talking about you, I think.
Where's that? Where's your racist alert?
Okay.
Oh, that's racist.
Oh, that's funny. What's up, Zero? Spence needs to ask Bud for his soul back and his nuts. Wow. True, but wow. I mean, come on, that's like 2 years in the past. Relax on me, my guy.
All love, my G.
Cap, you ain't no fan. You a hater.
I like what he did with that. With S8 hater. What does that mean again?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Is it a
Alright.
typo or did he really? Does that
I
mean
don't know. Maybe it was a typo. Respect, my guy.
Lara did press Canelo? I'm a boxing fan. I'm also going for Bud. Fire. Wait, Mo, you're going for Bud? I thought you thought Canelo's going to win. I'm very confused. Teach, what up? Long time no see. Do I have my Netflix subscription ready? Yeah, why? I don't get it. For the fight? Herrick, Staten Island. The island of Staten. Straight hater.
Straight. Oh yeah. I got it.
Straight
You know,
hate.
I don't keep. I mean, outside of my 6-year-old, I don't have a lot of like young kids around that teach me like the slangs and all the new things, the new material out
I
there.
learned it here. I learned it doing this. I'm
Hey,
with
you're
you.
lucky, man.
Well, my son comes home and he says shit like, this is probably common, but we were watching, this song came on and it was like, he didn't like it. My son just goes, this is absolute cheeks. And I started dying laughing. That's the first time I heard it. We
Yeah,
used to
no,
say
Cheeks
ass.
is real.
Hey, we would
Cheeks
say
is
that's
good
ass.
though.
Yeah. Cheeks is
He
funny.
may, you know what? He can probably get away with Cheeks at school. You know.
Yeah, exactly. But like we used to say that's ass back in the day. And then some people say buns, but he said cheeks. That shit was funny.
Man.
Yep. My kids keep me young. You already are young. What are you talking about? You look like you're 19.
Nah. That's that 20-year-old Avi, man.
That's true. Crawford TKO. Hold on a second. Oh, at Rigo. Ascended. You think Crawford's knocking Canelo out?
I have a stoppage around 10.
Oh my goodness. Nah.
I have a stoppage. I can see that.
Nah,
I
chill.
can see that.
Chill. I mean, Canelo has only been hurt once. What makes you think? I don't. That's the one thing. But okay, I will say this, right? The ones you don't see, those are the ones that get you. So if Bud is that masterful with placing his shots and catching an off-guard Canelo, I guess anything's possible.
All right, so Marco, check this. Victor Postal, first time losing and being stopped was against Bud.
Okay.
Porter's first time being stopped was against Bud. The
Gamboa.
first time Earl Spence was ever hurt and stopped was against Bud.
Okay.
This ain't new to him. He, you know what I mean? He ain't new to this.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
and
that's
it's not like, here's the thing. It's not only the punches that you don't see, it's the punches that you run into, you know? And Canelo does a lot of diving in the ring.
that
So
is a great point, counselor. Great point. I like it. No, that's a good one. That's true. That's
no.
all that's
How
true.
how did Ricky Hatton knock himself out against Floyd Mayweather?
The same way. You ever see my clip of dropping somebody with that same check hook?
Ooh,
You ever
you
see
gotta
it?
post it. You gotta post it.
Oh,
Let
you
me
never
see
seen
it.
it?
Let me see what you. No, I've never seen it. I've never
Never
seen
seen it. Good
That's a hell of a
lord.
beard, my guy. Hell of a beard, my guy.
Good lord. Yeah, it's just my. Where is it knocked down?
Are you talking about me?
No,
Yeah,
me.
that's a hell of a beard, man.
Here we go. This is.
Let's see.
This is. He got that half Maltese beard going in. This is me check hooking somebody
Let's see
back
what you got.
Guys doing
the year 2000.
Okay.
you again.
There we go. I had hair and everything. All right. So now I'm
Setting
waiting
him up.
for him. I'm waiting, letting him come, letting him come. Boop.
Ah, okay.
There he
Okay.
goes. There he goes. That's Arthur Mercanti. Those of you who say, box rec, that's Arthur Mercanti reffing. He doesn't ref anything but pro fights. So shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Please. There we-
rewind it. Rewind it though. Rewind it. You did something that I really liked.
What's that?
I like how you set him up. I think it was a jab, right? You kind of. No, it's before that. It's before that.
Yeah.
So he was looking to go over your jab. So you kind of set it up before that with the jab,
Yeah.
and he was trying to go over that jab
He was
because
very.
he knew it was coming and got caught.
He was very he was very strong. I was gonna say he's Dominican, but he was very strong. Was what I was gonna say. He punched hard. Definitely punched hard. So but he charged in a lot. So and like you said, that's what Hatton. Same shit. Same shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Arthur Mercanti Jr. Yeah. Well, obviously not senior, Michael. Like senior's been dead for a very long time.
And you know what? Bud Crawford is known for allowing that force from the other opponent to knock themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's known for that. He's known for hitting guys with punches you don't see, but also making you run into punches as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Canelo is just so careless, man.
Hey Marco, I can't think of the guy's name. Did you ever do a video of Bo and that Cuban boxer that sucker punched him?
Oh,
He had a
no. Yeah, no, you're mistaking two different fights. So Bo sucker punched a guy named Larry Donald, but he fought a guy named Luis Gonzalez. He was a Cuban. He had like a lion's mane.
yeah.
I believe I did do a video on that. He fucked Gonzalez up.
Because I saw that the other week or whatever. I wanted to ask you if you ever did something.
Yeah, I did. Did I? No, I didn't actually. I didn't do a video on that. But yeah, you're confusing the two. Larry Donald was the guy who he sucker punched, and Gonzalez was another fighter at the time, undefeated, big motherfucker too. But Bo put him out. Oh, big shout! First super chat, just 9 more to go. My man David, got to see ya.
My
Alan,
apologies. You got me on that. My apologies.
But
Alan
he-
My
with
apologies.
another
Did I say he stopped Postal?
Bud ain't stop Postal up.
But he hurt Postal. He
No.
badly hurt Postal.
You
in
did,
that
yeah. You
fight.
said that's the first one to stop him. That's right. You did say that.
My apologies. My apologies. You got me on that. My
All right,
apologies.
no, it's a good. See, we all make mistakes.
Hey, have you done a video of was it Bo? Speaking of Bo, was it the Bo fight when the parachuter landed in a ring?
Oh, the fan man. I did not. Because it's like I might have done a video of like the weirdest non-boxing things that ever happened, and I think I might have. But that's kind of the good dude comes in, they fucked that guy up. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
He ended up killing himself 2 years later. That guy.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he ended up killing himself in the I don't know, maybe within like 5 or 10 years ago. Yeah, crazy
Dang.
bastard. Yeah, And yes, I'm 35 and I look like this. Good genetics. Stop fucking bragging. Get out of here. 35 is young, by the way.
35 is definitely young, man.
Hell yeah. Now, when you're over 50, now you're an old fart.
I'll take 35 back any day. Give me that.
I'm
I'll
fucking
take
with
that.
Oval because Oval's over 50, but he's not paying attention.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to give you a super chat, man, so you can have 8 more to go.
Oh, you're the man. You're a good dude. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
speaking of super chat, I think I sent you a PayPal. Did you get that?
When?
Before I logged in.
Let's see. Because it goes to another account. Yep, I did. I did. Oh, for the gloves. These for the gloves?
Yes, sir. Locked me in.
Okay, you're locked in. Appreciate you, Alan.
Yep, totally forgot.
And boom. All right, Alan is locked in now. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Yeah, it goes to my other account, which is kind of annoying.
So what do you do in comedy? Because it went to like a comedy profile.
I own a comedy club, which I'm in the process of selling.
Get out of here. So who have you invited over?
To be quite honest, I do not want to talk about that shit. It's been a source of a lot of stress since inflation and everything. So it's just one of the reasons
Understandable.
why I'm getting
Hey,
rid of it. Yeah.
so, but I tell you what, if you're ever in the LA area, I got you for any Hollywood Laugh Factory. Just a
Oh,
heads up.
appreciate
Just
you.
let
Yeah, I
me
mean, I
know.
know all. I know. You said you consult. Appreciate you, Oval. Thank you. You said you consult. What do you mean you consult?
I do some curating work with them,
What's curate? What exactly?
like some events. Some events. Some. I mean, they pretty much have it down packed. But the owner of the establishment, he's kind of going through like a what at one point he was going through a refresher. Brought in a new regime and all that. I mean, you can look him up. He's an icon. The guy that started the
Yeah, no, I know.
Laugh Factory.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, nah, and
So
then that's another thing. Like, I would not, since it's been my business for 20 years, I don't watch it anymore. Like, I'm kind of sour to it for now. So maybe once I sell mine and step
it's a
away from
tough
it,
business. Tough business.
it was going
Tough business.
okay until inflation. Uh, I'm a
You say
young,
inflation?
yeah, inflation is what's fucked us up over here. You know, the first thing people want to cut out are activities like that when they want to save money, when everything's so expensive. You
Hell
know,
or nine blocks.
you in your prime, bro. Oh, join the Discord. Yes. Thank you, CJ. Everybody, please join my Discord. As you know, talk boxing all hours for those of you who are in different countries, different time
All right,
zones.
so y'all clown me about my Abby. Can we talk about CJ's Abby? Is that a Debo
That's supposed to
flannel?
be his face, but it
Okay.
looks nothing like him on the DA. It's supposed to be his face on a Debo, but that doesn't look like CJ at all.
With the hands crazy.
The hands and but that's not CJ's face, like at all.
Is it even his hands? Is it his hands? His
I think
hands are a little light brown. Skin's a little darker.
Why doesn't anybody ever go on camera?
What's that?
Why doesn't anybody like show their face?
They do. Alan's gone on camera before.
Yeah, I'm here, man. All respect. I have nothing to hide if I can get in there. I don't know.
Yeah, some
Is
people
my
do.
video working?
Nope.
Maybe I need to reverse
Dominican OG. Any news on Hector Garcia? I don't know.
Like I want to see a bunch of dudes anyway.
You're 25. Damn, Dwayne. You're the baby. That picture's hilarious. I don't. Okay. You're in Austin. Okay.
Shout out to Austin, one of my favorite cities. The only city I like in Texas. No disrespect, but
I've only been to Houston, so that's my only barometer.
and you got to get down to South by Southwest. Well, it's not the same, but it used to be fantastic. But
Here, Teach.
Austin's is amazing.
Teach, this is my Discord. Please join it. There it is. Boom. Join Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, Austin is the SHIT, man. I mess with Austin.
Why?
Keep on. Huh?
I'm sorry, Dwayne. What are you doing there? CJ. I'll just say CJ. I'm not gonna try and come with any cool names because I always appreciate you. That is my face. That is not your face. Like I know, that's definitely not your face. I was in my early 20s Really? So you just got completely different like bone structure? Come on. Does that look anything like CJ?
Maybe
No.
he went to Turkey and had a facelift or something.
Yeah, maybe. Right. CJ, did you have any Botox or something going on?
Hey Marco, I've been meaning to tell you, it's been on my mind, man. You gotta really hold your own on TBV. Shout out to St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. I love St. Louis, man. That's the crib. What
On my
up?
own? What you mean?
You just
You gotta
said you
hold your own in TBV,
were
man. You kind of be like, man, you can't let them bully you up there, man.
Who bullies me?
I mean, just in general, it seems like you give off neutered dog.
I mean, it's not my show.
Yeah.
And I don't let people disrespect me, but that really doesn't happen. People make jokes sometimes, but
No, it's not your show, but I mean, it's not. I mean, like you're not even really active at all.
right,
You just
right. Well, what is there to be active on? Either Ness is talking or callers are talking 99% of the time.
well because I believe that you do have your individual perspective that's separate from the cast, and it's people that think like you. So, and then you kind of have like this interesting personality. I mean, you should
I
definitely
appreciate it,
open
but
up a bit.
I'm telling you, it's not as simple as you think. Like I said, 99% of the time, it's the host or callers. So it's really not as easy as you think. And a lot of times the host keeps like sometimes we do talk and he's like, all right, well, let me get to the callers. And he like I'm telling you, it's not as easy as you think.
I mean, because I hear a lot of tone. I hear a lot of the other guy from I think the Puerto Rican dude. He speaks a lot.
Yeah, he sure does.
And
His
then I
name,
even hear about is that the same guy that say but all the time? But
I
is that
don't know what
that
you're
may
talking
be someone else. I don't know. But yeah. Don't
about.
get bullied, man.
Nobody bullies me. Nobody bullies me. Um, no, no.
I
Shane.
remember that one issue when I think they were I think accusing you of being racist or something like that.
So that the only two times I had a problem was that, and then when I had my issue with Ness. That's it.
Okay.
That's the only time I felt disrespected, and I talked to them offline. Like, I'll give props to Amin. He reached out to me like a man privately. It was like, I don't think you're racist. So that was the two times where I felt slightly disrespected. Oh, more so the second time. That's why I didn't go back on.
Man,
But
we just as a society, man, like off topic, we really use the term racist incorrectly often.
I mean, that was obviously
You know what
ridiculous.
I mean?
Like, you know what I mean? Like that was ridiculous. Some people say certain things that might be ambiguously racist. Like that wasn't what I did. Was saying I think Floyd has money problems. Like what? Because he's black? Like wait, what? Who the fuck's anything about color? You know, that was ridiculous. But look, times are. I said this before. One of my good friends who's black one time got kind of triggered by something that I said. And it was something similar where like I didn't say anything racist, but it was like, wait, because blah, blah, blah. It's what? Because they're black? I don't want to get into what it was, but it was something along those lines. And then I said to myself, if one of my closest friends could get in that mind frame, and he got over it, and he kind of apologized, then I'm not going to be surprised because we're living in very high racial times. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
shit is, you know what I mean? And I don't know what it's like to be black, but I know that you guys go through crazy shit, especially as of late. So like, I don't take it
That's
personally.
racist.
Oh, I had the best racist joke yesterday or the other day.
The what?
You hear it? Was this girl and she had a headache and she's trying to say her and her friends, a black dude, and they try to get each other to break character or something. They just go racist jokes back and forth. She had a headache. I can't get it right. She had a headache and she needed some Tylenol or something. And she didn't have any strength. So she asked a dude to go get it. So he got it, broke it open and opened it up and picked out the cotton and stuff like that and gave it to her. And she was like, it's been 150 years and I got you picking cotton for me. Don't laugh too hard though. Nah, but I thought that was funny, man.
This
That's
was
like,
a joke that, or
yeah,
you saw somebody say that.
yeah, it was a joke.
Okay, yeah, good old. See, I'm not touching cotton picking jokes. Not over here. Uh, that's a good way to get canceled. Marco grew up in NYC. Yeah, man, we grew up around everything. Everything. All kinds of mixes. Some of the finest females have like crazy mixes, like half Indian, half black, or like half Puerto Rican, half fucking Filipino, like crazy shit.
Where that fine woman in the chat? Where's she at? She
Some of
ain't
the
on.
best looking people, half black, half white, makes very good looking people too.
No, that all the time.
Oh, well, not. Oh, that's what you are, right?
No,
You're half, right? Half Maltese, half black, right?
I'm not half. I'm American, 100%.
I thought you
Hey,
meant
man.
you did. I was about to say I need to train with you.
Hey, sometimes they age horribly though. Racist, take it, whatever you want.
Right.
I
Well,
love racists.
there's some
Hey, you
crybabies.
know what?
What?
I would rather you be openly racist
Exactamundo, Fonzie.
than masking yourself.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around both, being where I'm from and where I'm at.
Okay.
Where you from, brother?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in a small town in North Carolina.
Is that
Okay.
where you grew up?
Yeah, outside of Winston-Salem, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Or is
grew up
it?
in St. Louis, man. It's a lot of that.
Yeah, well, where I grew up, yeah, there was literally like no fucking racism. I didn't see racism until I went to college, and then people started saying racist shit. I'm like, fuck.
No, you racist when you with people, you think they're friends. They start talking about black people and they saying we're not talking about you, but them.
Mm,
Yeah, that's when you grow up around that, you see different things, and some people are outspoken, and and you can be around temperament because
right.
I can call them, but I don't get all up into that, man.
I can get along with an openly racist person that an undercover is. I mean,
I can't say I can get along with them, but
just
I can deal with them a little bit
But
better.
to me,
one thing about us, like black people, we gotta have thick skin when you're talking to another race, and they just don't know and have questions. And they're honest when they ask certain questions. You have to have thick skin and explain to them why not to say that. Don't joke
Yeah.
like that. That's kind of insensitive.
right. I mean, to me, the racism doesn't make any fucking sense because, like, since I grew up around so many different people are people, and I know I sound like it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Like, people, I've met fucking dope every race. I met dickheads in every race. I met gay people in every race. Like, it doesn't make a difference. Now, there's some stereotypes, obviously, that hold true. Like, we can't dance a lot of the time, but overall, it's stupid to assume anything based on
Racism
race.
didn't start here. It's everywhere,
I
man.
can dance, by the way. That's just how I grew up. So it's all about nurture, not nature to me.
So help me understand how you just experienced racism in college when you're part of one of the most racist sports there is.
When I was coming up, I was always the only white boy in the gym. So there was racism, but I wouldn't say it's racism. We joked around. They play around, white boy this, white boy that, but it was in love. And they weren't like, especially because I could fight. That's all they cared about in the boxing gyms. If you could fight, you got your respect. So I was able to fight. So that was it. So yeah,
Well,
I didn't experience it in boxing. I mean,
Well, I mean, from a political standpoint, just think: if you're a black fighter and you lose,
Bernard
you're pretty.
Hopkins had to learn a lesson.
You say what?
Bernard Hopkins.
because he said I won't lose to a white boy, and then he gets knocked out the ring.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't he 50 years old? Come on now.
He was,
He
but
was probably.
he was still he was damn near his peak though. He was one of those dudes who peaked late. It was still impressive.
Nah, come on,
He
Marco.
was old,
He did not peak late. He just had different generations
he's
of
the
his
oldest
prime.
champion who ever lived. He's the
Yeah,
oldest.
but that doesn't mean he peaked. That could be a reflection of the era where he was fighting.
Well,
like
really,
late.
I disagree. Really, the truth is, besides Roy beating him, if it wasn't for Roy, he would have. I mean, he went on like a 12-year win streak after that one loss to Roy. So he
Yeah,
had
for
one
sure.
loss early in his career, and then he fucking from 1990
And he
to
lost to I think Jermaine Taylor, right?
yes,
Some fluky.
1990
That
to
was whack.
2005. He went 15
about
years.
Jermaine Taylor.
He went 15 years only losing once to Roy Jones, who, as you guys know, is the greatest fighter who ever lived, in my opinion. So that's pretty fucked. But then after that, he came back. He beat Antonio Tarver for that. I
Yeah.
mean, arguably beat Calzaghe, right?
He beat Kelly Pavlik, I believe.
Beat the shit out of Kelly Pavlik. That was a shock. And he, at that time, it's in 2008, so he's in his late 40s. You know what I mean? Chad Dawson beat him. Kovalev beat him. I remember the Kovalev fight was marking the end, but he was peaking. Oh wow, Beibut Shumanov. I remember him. That Duke a punch. Tavorius Cloud, he beat. Pascal, he beat for the fucking.
He did beat Pascal. Good.
Yeah, beat Pascal for the WBC light heavyweight championship of the world, and he was.
I mean, B-Hop. I mean, he's the fighter of this era that he needs a movie. I mean, his story is insane, man.
Going to prison and then all that. Yeah, and he's one of those straight edge dudes. What's up, Mamoon? One of my young fighters of the community. Mamoon.
How old is he?
He's 16, but he's pretty good. He sends us sparring videos and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, he could fight. He's from Jersey, but his parents are 100% Bengali. So I'm telling him, man, with those skills, there's never been an Indian. I know India isn't Bengali, but you know what I'm saying. Brown, American, like famous champion boxer. Like he would be huge. I feel like because that's a huge following of Indian, Pakistan, like huge Southeast Asian. I should just say huge following. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Philippines considered Southeast Asia?
I don't know, but the Filipinos, or at least me growing up, we call them Asian, whereas Indians, I mean, we call them brown. Like people, they call themselves brown. So the brown racist community and the Asian community are different. So
yeah, no, I get you.
They might technically be in the Southeast. I'm not sure, but they're not kind of considered. They got more like whatever. I guess Chinese,
Pakistani and Indian people are different.
Right.
Not the younger generation. They don't hold on to that mess. The older generation
for the win. All right, chat. Let's do this. First off, once again, I am raffling off these Grant gloves, 1998, first edition, first shits for Grant ever let out. These are 8-ounce pro fight gloves. We're raffling them off here. If you want to enter, just send $10 to either this PayPal address or this Cash App. Put your name, say Grant gloves. These go for at least 3 to 5 G's on eBay. Second, please join the Discord. Please join the Discord. The link is in the chat right now. And lastly, I want to know what everybody in the chat thinks. Crawford versus Canelo. Who do you guys got? I want the chat. So let's just write Crawford, write Canelo. Maybe I'll even do a poll. I want to see what the consensus is. Who wins September 13th? All right, I'm gonna do a poll.
I got Canelo on 5.
Huh?
So I got Canelo on 5.
All right. The poll is in. You pick one or the other, or I even put in a draw. I don't like doing draws, but fuck it. Let's see. Because I would say draw if it was me. Although, wait, no. I don't think it's going to be a draw. I think there's going to be a clear winner. I just don't know who. So maybe instead of draw, I should have put.
I got the fighter with the best trainer who's never been in any drug mishaps.
Okay. Well, so far.
Canelo's got 67%.
Yep, 67 already. People are going for Canelo so far, but it's only, 18 votes. So we got to let it build more. Oh, but guys, do the poll too, please. That'll be the best, most accurate way. I would do draw, or I don't know. That would be my vote because I don't know. I don't know at all. The only thing that would surprise me, I could say this. What would surprise me is Canelo getting knocked out or dropped. That would surprise me. Or stopped even. That would surprise me.
I predict that Canelo will get dropped for the first time in his career.
Wow. Now, Bud getting outboxed would also surprise me if Canelo's like on some slick shit boxing, moving. Those are the two things that would surprise me. Well, what about you guys? What would surprise you if you saw in this fight?
If Canelo wins in 3, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem for him.
Okay. If he wins in 3, that would surprise you.
Yeah, because I don't think it's going to go past 5.
Smoking crack. Oh, Melo's always fucking trolling. I bet you 100 can lie, go down. I don't even know who he's talking
Why he got a Michael Jackson hat on his M anyway?
to. I don't
All right,
know.
so what's your over under for weigh in? Do you think Bud comes in at 68
Yeah,
on the money or a couple pounds under?
I think he'll come in at 68. I think Canelo might come in. Canelo traditionally comes in like a pound or two under almost every time.
Mm.
I believe. Let's see. Canelo box rec. I'm pretty sure Canelo. I just checked his last few. So his last few fights. Yup, 166, 160. Oh, 7.5, 7.5. Oh no, I guess I'm wrong. Not most of them. He's come in pretty much right at 68, half a pound under. So I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Marco, are you one of those guys that need to see a weigh in before making your prediction?
No, I don't. My man Ness says that. I don't think it matters to me because what are you really seeing? Like, what's the point? What are you looking for?
I hear Zab Judah says it a lot, but I mean, fighters know fighters, and fighters could tell if you really got in there and got your work together. And I think they're both going to be in good shape, especially conditioning will be huge for this fight.
Yeah, to me, it really doesn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? Neither do like the face-offs, like, oh, he looks scared. You know how many times I've heard that? And the dude who looked, quote, scared, lays the other guy out like a Tempur-Pedic. No.
I think it's going to be important because I want to see how Bud looks because Mel Charlo didn't look that good.
No.
He didn't look that good at weigh-in.
Well,
So I definitely want to see how Bud looks.
Charlo fucking ran like he's trying to pass off the baton in that fight.
He wasn't in good shape.
He just didn't want to. He was like, I'm getting paid. People won't shit on me because I'm 3 divisions lighter or 2 divisions lighter. So I'll just run. But like people
Found that to be wrong.
right. Mm-hmm.
Hey Marco,
What up, blood?
gangster. Whatever happened to that white YouTube boxer that used to like ask people to spar?
Oh, Charlie Z.
Yeah.
He floats around sometimes. I've talked to him a couple times on like lives. He's mentally.
I wish Wilder would have really hit him with a punch.
Yeah, that guy. He kind of did some. He would do some sucker shit. He would just go up to people and say, "Let's do some light sparring," and people who have never fought, like at random, like health clubs, and then start just teeing off on him like Tiger Woods. And he had some power. I'll give him that. He did have some power for a skinny, dude that he is. Oh, big shout. We need 6 more. Thanks to my man, CJ Wealthy. Canelo's belts are on the line, as well as his girl. That's
Really?
Paulie Malignaggi callback. What are we doing here? His girl. Isn't he
That's
married?
disrespectful, Marco. That's disrespectful.
Tell CJ Wealthy. LOL. And Bud might Roger Jackson. Yeah. He hasn't been arrested yet, has he? Guess not. What up, Wavy? Yeah, Paulie reference. Okay. Well, it was a side piece, CJ, not a girl, if you remember correctly. Canelo girl ain't all that. Damn, Michael. I don't even look at these guys' girls. What's the point?
Yeah.
You married.
But even if I wasn't, like, I'm not gonna try and
Yeah,
snatch.
exactly. I don't even hug friends, girls, or wives. I
Right.
barely take their hands. Just
Charlie Z is a legend. Stop trolling, Rob. Yeah, Marco, your boy Paulie Malignaggi, go back to bare knuckle. Why your boy? Oh, that's not my boy. I mean, he kind of is my boy. Like, I know him personally, but we don't really talk much. Why did he go back to bare knuckle? I don't know.
I mess with Paulie, man. I think TV deserves him. I think he got a bad end of the sticks, man. Especially with this racist talk. I forgot the issue, but
He
I mean, they
said it
should.
is. He said, I remember the exact issue, and I don't think it was racist. It was just stupid. He said it is no longer the time for the African American fighter. Now boxing is ruled by Europeans. That's all he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it
pretty
wasn't
I ain't
even
mad at
true.
that.
It wasn't even true
Was
at the time.
it wasn't even the Klitschko time era or what?
No, it wasn't. Klitschko was done. It was like, yeah, I don't know, but like black fighters have always been the dominant fucking race ever since they allowed Jack Johnson. No, not Jack Johnson. Maybe
Aren't
around Joe
there
Louis.
black fighters in Europe?
What's
No,
that?
aren't there black fighters in Europe? Europeans,
I
black
think he said
Europeans.
African American. I think is what he said.
I don't
He's
even
so,
like that
but I
term.
mean, he's so good for TV, man. He's so good for TV.
Right. What's up, Mick? Where you been, man? Somebody just asked for you the other day. We realized we haven't heard your completely illegible accent in a while.
Why you got a horse anyway? It's not the Polo Channel.
He's in Scotland. Maybe that's what they do there. I don't know. I'm good.
I just want to talk about the horse. All these dudes got their model pictures and glasses and looking like
Eastern European boxers will dominate. Like who, Michael? What Eastern European boxers are dominating? Because Bulgaria is Eastern European, and if you think Pulev is dominating, you are smoking the finest British crack. I don't even know what his wife looks like. Me neither.
and I'm not trying to Google her either.
Yeah, we really do bet over here, Tim. This man right here has 1,000 Washingtons on that's how much he thinks, how much faith he has in Omaha's own Terrence Bud Crawford. So that's what we do. Not Pulev, yeah, obviously. Typical. Nobody wants to bet.
It hit different when you represent a whole country versus you're the sports team, you know.
Right.
Well, I think Canelo, he's more of a. Am I wrong? Is he more Jalisco
What's
than
that mean?
Mexico overall?
What's Jalisco mean?
It's Jalisco, the state. That's where he's from. No, he's
Oh,
from he's from Jalisco.
is he?
I believe so. Guadalajara, I believe.
I don't know. I remember Chavez was Culiacan.
Yeah, I think
Culiacan.
Canelo's. I gotta admit, he's from a beautiful state. Tell you that much. I don't know much about his wife, but his state, they out there.
Rob, I don't hate on him. He's just not good. And by the way, Bulgarians, there's a little inside tidbit, which I know you don't give a fuck, but Bulgarians don't really like him. Like they kind of think he's a jerk off. Like that's the, and he has to be bad if a country like that has nothing, like how countries like really support any athlete that comes out of there because there's so few. That's how bad like they don't fuck with him.
Damn.
Yeah. He's also, I mean, he shouldn't still be fighting. He's damn near 50. Like, it's ridiculous.
Where's Tiafimo from? I feel like his country, dude.
Oh, Honduras. But he grew up in Florida, so I don't think Honduras. I mean, they probably back him. They probably do, but it's different when you're like born and raised in a specific place. Tim is going ghost.
Yeah, man.
Sofia, Bulgaria. Yeah, Sofia, Bulgaria is very cheap. A lot of you crazy fucking Brits. Last time I was there, a bunch of you Brits were flying over there because it's only like a couple-hour flight, and everything is so cheap over there because the pound and the dollar are super strong.
Where cheap? Where are you talking about?
Bulgaria, where my mother's from Bulgaria. Tio grew up under the watchful eye of HLD. CJ, we can do 100. Oh shit, CJ, we got one. Tim, you gonna do it?
Wait. Hey, Marco, where'd you get that from? Let's see if these new schools around here. We got one. Where is that from? Who knows where that's from?
I'm surprised you do.
Dude, I'm not that young, bro.
You were born when that movie came out, probably.
What, the first one?
Yeah.
It was
What?
around that time. It was around
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
time.
saying.
Yeah, but
What
I mean,
movie?
those. Oh, you don't know?
What
Hey, did you
movie?
watch the cartoon?
What cartoon?
No, not really.
Oh, no, that's from
He said Eminem. No, Ghostbusters.
yeah, it's Ghostbusters.
Eminem. All right, Cash App. Send the Cash App, Tim, right here to Marco Boxing. Just say for bet with CJ and say who you're. I mean, I'm sure you're betting for what, Canelo, right? And once you send yours, CJ's good for it. He'll send his after. Let's see you send first because we don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Agreed.
Dang, they said
Mike
everyone still said Eminem. That's crazy.
Eminem. Well, just Josue said Eminem. Agree,
That's wild.
Michael. Put Top Rank down. Nothing with him for 7 years. Nah, that was a bad Scottish accent. I tried though. Thought I heard that in an M song. You probably did, but Terrence all day. And Fax the day before. Oh wait, so he's betting for Crawford. So how are you going to bet him, CJ? I'm confused. Bad girl, what up? What up? Welcome. Crawford better stay in Orthodox. Okay, interesting. Why you say that? I think he should stay Southpaw. Why Orthodox? Break it down. Break it down. DJ Senji. I'm
I
betting
think
Bud. Huh?
I think he's thinking about I guess the right hand that Bud Crawford allegedly gets hit with, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, then he can bet E-Rock. I was just letting him know that oh yeah, you want to bet? We got another dude in here who is hardcore for Canelo. He has hardly fought Orthodox lately. Yeah, because he's fighting all Orthodox fighters, so he's switching them up, giving them that different look. Canelo, okay. Watch the tape. Canelo destroyed every southpaw. What southpaws are we talking about? I mean, Canelo beat everybody he fought, except for 2 of them, neither of which were southpaws.
I think John Ryder was a southpaw in which he had some problems with.
He did have some problems. That's a fact. What was Lara? Conventional?
Yeah, that's that old man's a lefty.
Triple G obviously was conventional.
Yeah, but the guys he fought southpaw are usually guys that have great jabs because he's trying to take the jab away, obviously.
Canelo ain't losing to a 38-year-old welterweight. Damn, Kamik. Damn, Kamik. Canelo's the 35-year-old middleweight. 34? Is he 35 yet? Yeah, it was right there.
Yo, Marco, could you switch? Could you switch it when you're boxing? Could you switch?
Nah. I ended up, as of late, the last 2 or 3 years, switching when I exercise, when I work out. But I only did that because some old man shit. All the years standing, the way I stand, I noticed that I'm getting some pains in my hip when I stand. So I switched over, and it hurt my hip less, and also it took pressure off my left. Because when you lead with your weak hand. So anyway, point being, I switched on some old fart shit just to take pressure off myself because my body is so used to that stance. It's developed some kinks.
Were you any good at fighting softballs? Did they give you trouble?
Yeah, no, I was because I was so fast and I had a straight right hand that I could just shoot like Roy Jones type shit, like just shoot it like a fucking Billy the Kid right out the holster. Boom, quickly. And as you guys know, the straight right hand is kryptonite to southpaws. But their straight left is tough for us as well. You can tell by Bud's punch cadences through his fighters, but okay. Bud's an improv fighter. Interesting. Hey, Marco, you ever throw a stab jab to? No, I never did. I should have though. But I would always instruct people to not jab to the body because it's a very vulnerable position to leave yourself in. Because now you're going low and you're extending, and you can get countered so easily. Stab jab to the body is only good when it's a part of some kind of a setup. But you can get countered very easily with stab jabs. So, yep.
Floyd Mayweather threw a ton of stab jabs on Canelo.
He threw a ton of stab jabs everywhere. If you see him fight against Corrales,
He was known for that. I think he's proud. I'll say this: I'm a Floyd Mayweather hater, but he probably has the greatest stab jab of all time. All
you
time.
might be right. I mean,
All time.
who else would even be in the running?
I like Mayweather.
Who threw stab jabs to the body besides Floyd, really?
Man, his stab jab to the chest, insane.
My man Shane. Let's give Shane his customary welcome. Extra crispy 5-piece. Yeah, we got 5 more to go, people. We could do it. He says, Markeo, if it be as boring as you think, it might be, then a draw is still possible. No, Hooked on Phonics did not work for you, for starters. Secondly, it could be a draw, yeah. It could be a close fight. Definitely.
Is he related to your boy Macaulay?
He is.
He kind of looks like him.
Yeah, it's his older brother. What up, Mikhail? What's cracking? What's cracking? Mikhail Bowie. Crawford had a mean stab jab against Big Fish. Okay, good point. It's sad that welterweight is going to sell his 0 at... Huh? This guy's such a hater.
That's that Michael Jackson hat.
Yeah, Alberto does switch it. Alberto's a dingleberry digger. I just made that up. That's so gross. Alberto's a dingleberry digger. All right, I'm sorry, guys. That was gross.
Yeah, the N-word almost came out.
The draw pays out Bigfoot. Rob, who's 40? He's saying Crawford's going to be 41-1, I believe. Earl Spence was nowhere near 100. Errol Spence wasn't 100. I agree with you, but I don't think it would have made a difference. It was too dominant of a victory. You feel me? Dingleberry Digger is wild. Yo, when Alberto comes, we call him Double D. Or D-Dub. Just call him D-Dub and don't tell him why. It'll freak him out. I believe Crawford is putting on weight the wrong way. Really? You sitting in his house with his nutritionist and then going to the weight room with him and just seeing what's happening?
Exactly.
Nah, he just heard some bloggers say that, man.
I mean, and I know I'm fucking with you, but in seriousness, what's your reason for saying that? Because maybe you have a good reason.
There's no reason of saying that. You're talking about a guy that's been sitting down for a year preparing for this fight.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah,
that's walking around. He walk around 180, you know?
True.
So he's not even putting on weight. He's actually shedding weight.
Truth. Danny
and
Jacobs
added muscle.
tried to switch stances, but felt the liver shots. Yo, Danny Jacobs was doing pretty well, though, against Canelo. Yeah, he lost, but he was doing pretty well. And that is a 6'1" legit, middleweight. Canelo's going to make Bud do the stanky leg.
Man, Danny Jacob was just so inconsistent, man. He
was super good. He was super good.
He was, but he was just. When did we really see the great Danny Jacobs? He was always just like up and down, you know?
The only guy to whoop his ass was Parag, whatever his name was, Parag. That Russian dude who had to retire early, who looked like a beast. What up, Tony? Tony Tone, never leaving the girls alone. Ugas was tagging him. To be clear, I thought Errol would beat Bud because I thought he had a better resume than Bud, and Bud proved me wrong.
I didn't look at
the resume, Mikhail. Don't look at resumes, man. Look at fighters' abilities. Eye test matters more than people think.
And that doesn't determine a matchup anyway.
What?
I mean, the resume is out the window at this point. Both the guys have fought on the world stage
I'm gonna
in the
step off
lights.
for 1 second. Can you grab the reins for me, Alan? I'll be right back.
Yeah, so Danny Jacobs, I believe he had cancer or something like that, but he has some conditioning issues. But for me, I just think that he had a discipline issues. He was always just like up and down in his fights. But respect to him for coming back after suffering from cancer. I believe it was cancer, but you know, he really didn't put in his. We never really saw the best Danny Jacobs, in my opinion. He was good against Canelo, but he didn't really want to fight like that. I think he fought Triple G too, right? Didn't he fight Triple G?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm more of an old school boxer. I'm just on here trying to learn with you guys and say something goofy from time to time.
Oh man, I heard that you got Canelo in 5. That's goofy enough.
Well, takes one to know one. You
I hear you.
why are you
Respect.
going for Crawford?
You say why?
Yeah.
Well, I lean into the tactical boxer puncher against pressure fighters all the time.
Nah, this isn't a record, Shane. I've had over 100 before. So what do we? Let's see what you say. Yes, Triple G fought Jacobs.
Yep.
Yeah, and was that close? I don't remember.
I think it was pretty close if I remember correctly. It was a pretty close fight. I think people gave Danny Jacob a lot of clout for that fight, a lot of credit. I think he fought Triple G a bit better than he fought Canelo. I think.
Very
I don't.
close.
I mean, I really don't matter because I mean Jacobs, like I said, he always frustrated me. You should get him on the
Right.
show.
I
He
will.
always made me mad.
So let me do this. Since we got a lot of people in here, let me pump the Discord first. Guys, the Discord is now in the chat. You guys know what Discord is. It's basically a 24/7 boxing party line. You guys go in, talk shit, whatever. Those of you in different time zones, different countries, please join the Discord. It is free. Secondly, we are raffling off these Grant gloves. These are literally original issue 1998 Grant gloves. They are, as you could see there, 8-ounce pro lace fight gloves. These are the first models ever released by Grant. Totally brand new, as you can see in there. I'm raffling these off. These go for, I would say, up to $5,000 on eBay. If you want to enter the raffle, it's simple. You send $10 per each raffle ticket. You can get one ticket, you can get multiple, whatever you want. This PayPal address, marcoko@gmail, or this Cash App, Marco Boxing, and simply put your name and Grant gloves.
And I'm gonna straight be real with you, Marco. I'm gonna win that just like I win all of my predictions. I'm gonna win those Grand
I don't know,
Gloves.
Alan.
So,
Did
you
you even
know,
put a?
You got steep odds with
Oh, you
me.
did. Yeah, you got one.
what with the Grand Gloves?
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
one.
I got in early. I put a bunch in early.
Yeah, CJ literally has got a lot, 15, 20 entries or something crazy. So I don't
So
see how.
I'm just gonna say this though, like if y'all don't want to hear me talking trash, you better make sure you not allow me to win those Grant Gloves. Because if I win those, I'm on your ass. I'm talking shit.
I already got the Tyson gloves. Shout out Yayan. I'm getting those grants too.
Oh shit!
And the Hagglers. I'm in on everything, man. And the Hagglers.
And we
What do
got
you what? Hold on. What do you have? What like? I think I missed the whole auction. What's going on?
we got another. This is we have two of them. Obviously, the other one's right there. These are Marvin Hagler bag gloves. They're officially licensed. The only ones ever that Marvin licensed his name. So as you see there, a brand called Croydon, which I've never heard of, but this is from 1981. People.
Wow.
It's the only one. It's unused, but it's obviously old as shit. Smells old, but not bad. Yeah, so we're doing these as well. These are like, I wouldn't use these, although you can to work out. I would obviously just collectible.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna do those after the grants.
Let's
And
go.
we even have the fucking Floyd versus Victor Ortiz promo gloves from 2000 and
I think I'm in on that one too. Not as heavy, but yeah.
2012 or whenever they fought.
Right.
Yeah, those will be the third. But I want to get these grants off first because those are the
Oh,
most.
the cheap shot fight.
Yes.
Uh
Yes.
oh.
Exactly. Exactly. Cheap shot
Hey,
fight
man.
is exactly right.
Protect yourself at all times. I don't
Well, come on. That was his way of quitting.
know.
He was quitting.
Oh, the headbutt. Yeah, that was out of pocket.
No, not just a headbutt. I've been in boxing a long time. If you say you're sorry and start kissing dudes and do it 4 or 5 times in a row, you're clearly asking.
Oh yeah, he was being over apologetic. Oh, that's
No,
interesting.
he was trying to get fouled because he knew that this
Right,
is a way
right.
where I lose or it's this DQ, but they don't think I'm a pussy because he could tell he couldn't win. The headbutt signified, oh fuck, I'm frustrated. This guy's too good.
Yeah.
And then
So he
how do I
wanted to
get
put
out
some
of it?
sauce on. He wanted to put some controversy in the mix. I guess he succeeded because people
let me
still call it a cheap shot.
It's that is to remember that old when you're in math class, so and so is to this as that is to Bo repeatedly getting punched, like Galata going low. Same thing.
Mhm.
Galata wasn't winning. He knew he couldn't. Bo just kept coming back, even though Galata was winning. Bo wouldn't go down. So Galata with mental issues, he got so frustrated he wanted out of that fight. Because if you remember, that happened right when Bo hurt Galata was whooping Bo's ass like 4 or 5 rounds straight. And then I think Bo drops Galata, hurts him. And that's when Galata started throwing low blows hardcore.
That's crazy, Chan.
Because he's like,
Okay.
fuck.
I'll remember that.
That was his way.
Yeah, I watched that a
he
few
was so
times.
shocked that not only did Bo keep getting up, but now he hurt him. So he's like, I want out. So that's what Victor Ortiz did. Same thing, just different method of attack.
In fairness, Floyd did have his official referee in that bout, I believe. So
His official referee.
the Floyd Mayweather referee.
Well, shit. Canelo has his judge outside the ring for this one. He got Tim Cheatham. Shout out Tim Cheatham.
Woo! I saw that. Goodness griefs.
Who was his official referee? Who was the ref in that fight? I don't remember.
Tim Cheatham. That's the one I remember. Just the same old, the same old school dudes.
No, he's talking about who was the Floyd ref. I don't even know who you're referencing. I don't remember that.
Oh, Kenny Bayless.
Oh, okay, got you.
Kenny Bayless. Okay. Well, I don't know, but yeah. So to me, that's what he was doing. There's been a couple fighters that I've seen do some slick shit to try and get out of the fight without straight up just quitting. Like I think what's his face doing that? Oliver McCall. All that crying.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to say that.
Why not?
Because if it was legitimate mental issues, which is obviously at least part of it, in the drug addiction, I don't want to just shit on him like that for that.
Okay, so Andrew,
it was embarrassing, but I don't think he was quitting on purpose. If that makes sense.
Let me put you this way.
I ain't never seen it.
And Mike Tyson did the same shit. Andrew Galata and Mike Tyson have legitimate mental issues. They both have bipolar. So why when he hits low and Tyson bites people or tries to break fucking arms, why don't people say, "Oh, that's legitimate mental issues"? I don't want to. It's still a way to get out the fucking fight. Most fighters, we all have mental issues. Well, otherwise, we wouldn't be wanting to go in there and get punched in our face. I'm just saying.
Okay. That's something to think about.
In the first fight with Lennox. McCall came to the ring crying the first fight, but he landed that one Hail Mary with his eyes closed, and the tears went away pretty quick. Then the rematch, Lennox was on his game, and he saw within a couple rounds, like, I can't reach this fucking guy. I'm going to start crying.
Do you literally think his eyes were closed when he landed that shot?
They literally were.
Pull the video up.
The Danny Garcia blind left hook.
Right now, the Hail Mary. Wait, I just did a video with that. Which one was it? I just did a video with that. Fuck, which one did I just do?
Danny Garcia landed the blind hook on Amir Khan.
Did he?
The blind hook. That's what he was known for. Danny Garcia is known for the blind hook and the apparent great chin. And I'll tell you what, I'll never want to be known as the guy with the great chin. That means my chin is touched often,
Right.
Why would I want to be known as the guy with the great chin?
McCall had a great chin. Lennox couldn't drop him.
Oh, I know. Here's the one. I did this video.
You're not going to touch my chin.
I'll play right now. You see it in this. This is a video that my man, big shout to my man Shaq. He wanted me to do this video of him sparring Oliver McCall. And in this video,
right.
I mentioned it. So I'll play this real quick. This is at Shaq's request, this video.
heated than a Foreman grill after seeing Kobe snatch his 4th ring, so the New Jersey native pulls the bench splinters out of his rear and heads to Nevada for an exhibition boxing match, where he takes out his frustrations on legend Oscar De La Hoya. So O'Neal locks down the Phil Jackson of boxing coaches as he enlists Hall of Famer Freddie Roach. Freddie chooses to finally season and prepare Shaq like Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington, as he battle tests O'Neal, having him spar former heavyweight champion Oliver McCall. Oliver caught worldwide fame with his Powerball jackpot knockout.
Look at that.
Lennox Lewis, where he landed an atom bomb as he was praying for repentance with his eyes closed. They enter the ring, and the towering Brick City native leans forward, casting his shadow over McCall like he's Quasimodo. So O'Neal starts lightly flicking out his jab. Oliver then suddenly snaps Shaq's melon back like a Pez dispenser. This revives O'Neal like a defibrillator, igniting his competitive streak. The big Aristotle then uses his 100-pound weight advantage as he bum rushes McCall, throwing ethereal hammers like he's Thor.
Yo, those shots fucking hurt. That's a big dude.
I bet. Yeah.
Diesel also utilizes impressive footwork and agility, especially for being 325 pounds. This forces Oliver to cover up for dear life like he's being jumped into the Southside Crips. O'Neal then delivers a trunk full of extra crispy 3-pieces like he works for Uber Eats, as he leans into every shot like he's executing MJ's anti-gravity tilt. But McCall's vibranium chin remains undented. The atomic bull then cranks up the pressure like a vice grip, as Shaq gets popped like a cherry on prom night, which knocks the kickstand out from under O'Neal. But Shaq spitefully answers right back like a hormonal teenager, as he hits Oliver with a fastball that sends him into orbit like Halley's Comet. Shaq then steps up like Channing Tatum, showing solid ring IQ, as he manadors McCall to come in before stopping him dead in his tracks like a crossing guard with a check hook. O'Neal continues dropping bombs like he just ate Taco Bell, which leaves the 1 foot shorter Chicago native holding Shaq tight like they're doing the tango. O'Neal continues launching missiles like they're playing Battleship, as he shows a suburban LS level gas tank until the final bell.
There it is. He looked pretty good, didn't he? Shaq?
Yeah. Impressive, for someone who's never been in there, especially.
He looked good.
Was that pros versus Joes? Was that the
That
show?
was no, it was a show that Shaq had called Shaq Versus. So he went in against a bunch of different athletes in different sports and just tried to do what they do with them or against them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So Oliver McCall literally had his eyes closed when he landed that shot.
No, when he went like this, he had his eyes, but when he came back, his eyes was open.
Exactly. That's what I saw, homie.
I mean,
it wasn't the right.
That's
Not
a
on the
good
right.
point. That's a good point, but it was still closed.
But Allison.
Huh? I thought you said something. But either way, he was crying before that fight. Cried.
Okay, well, that lends credence to my fact that maybe he wasn't, quitting, because he didn't quit in that first one, did he?
That's because he landed in like the second round.
Okay.
It was like the second
See,
round.
I got to go back and watch the second fight. I don't know when he started crying in that one. I got to watch that, I guess.
Yeah,
After I saw it once, I never had much reason to go back because I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, didn't
for life. What's up?
He would cry before fights.
Who?
Tyson would cry before fights.
No. Where would you see?
I never heard that.
He would scowl.
Hey, didn't Shaq fight Shane Mosley?
Yeah,
he would punch holes in the wall.
Shaq asked me to do a video on that. I did one of those a while back.
Didn't he buzz Shane or knock him down or something?
No, neither. At one point, he got on his knees and started throwing a chain to try and be funny. And he was Shane's height on his
Out of
knees.
pocket.
He was
Yeah, I
literally
bet.
at Shane's height when he was on his knees.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. That's the first video. Because I go, Shaq, why don't you want me to do the video of you and De La Hoya? He goes, nah, I look like shit in that video. Like he didn't want me to do it because De La Hoya was hitting him more than Shane was.
Can he wear regular gloves, Shaq?
I don't know. I believe so, but you're right. I never thought of that. I
Because
don't
his
know.
hands, I know he's a big man, but his hands don't seem like they're abnormally huge.
Right.
No, his feet are huge, but I heard his hands are small. I mean, I never met him like Marco, but not small, but small for a size, smaller than you would expect.
Yeah,
Pause.
I mean, I don't remember.
You weren't checking for his hands?
Nah, not really.
You shook his hand though, right? You shook his hand?
Yeah, of course. That's my man.
Right.
It's my big buddy. You made me rewatch Kazam. Just kidding.
So just kidding. No, I ain't going that far.
Yeah, I'm
How
not.
did y'all meet?
Huh?
How did y'all meet?
He reached out to me because he loves my boxing videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
That's
kind
hella
of
real.
I can
That's what's
see
up.
that.
I've had a bunch of celebrities. He's probably the biggest one, I would say, or the one I care about. There's been a couple that were big, but like I didn't know they were, so I didn't care. But yeah, he's probably one of the biggest ones.
Well, don't mention their name.
Definitely.
Nah, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
No, he's mentioned like Royce before. I can't believe you weren't familiar with his music. You should really go back and check for it. It's
Yeah,
real good.
Royce 5'9". Yeah, he's reached out.
You would like it.
He's pretty good.
Man, Royce is an icon, bro.
Well, he
You don't know
loves
Royce
boxing.
is amazing.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't
Amazing.
know. I know he's connected with Eminem. That's I think all about. I might have not even heard of him in general. I don't think I heard of him before that.
You're tripping, man. Go back and check him and Eminem's freestyles. It's crazy,
Yeah,
classic
The
shit.
only Eminem one that I heard of was the guy who died. It was like L9 or what was he called?
Proof.
Proof. Him. I don't know why I said L9. Yeah, Proof. That's the guy I had heard of, but he passed. So
Only famous person I know is the guy who did Charlie Brown's voice.
Okay.
that's a very random thing to say, but cool.
Or
Cool.
I'm trolling.
No, Royce is amazing.
hell yeah,
Yeah, nah, he was.
absolutely.
I think him and DJ Premier had an album together, or two, maybe three. Now.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know
nah, he's
DJ
cool.
Premier, right, Marco?
I know who he is. Yeah.
And that's what's up.
Come on, man. Gangstar was one of my favorite groups. So I've talked to so Big Daddy Kane, Royce, CL Smooth. I've interviewed. He loves boxing.
Oh, that's dope.
Trying to think of who else.
Reminisce.
When
I
I
know.
reminisce over you,
The beat is it's going through my head.
Oh shit! Look at that, Musty Marco. Weird, but okay. What's the poll at? Almost 100 votes. 62% of you believe Canelo is going to win. Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen. That is not biblical. That is, it's not written. You feel me? It's not written.
It's just an agreement.
No, I feel you. I'm just messing with you, champ.
Crazy.
But no, you put a lot of sauce on it. You said Canelo in 5 max. That's saucy, homie.
Yeah.
Given the skill level, you would give the skills to Crawford. Would you agree with that? In a vacuum,
Yeah.
take size out of it. Would you give the skill advantage to Crawford Oval?
Yeah, no. Oh, no.
He said, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah.
I'm just not a Crawford fan, man. I can't be genuine on that.
No, you can't be biased like that. That's what you
Royce
can't
had
do.
an underground hit called Boom. Okay.
Word.
Okay. Yeah. Now he comments on a lot of my videos and shit. You know who's been commenting on a lot of my videos lately? Nate Robinson.
You should
Okay.
have it on the
That's what's
show.
up.
Nate's a hell of an athlete, man.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking, Marco, it's hard to believe you hadn't heard of Royce because he even had a feature on Eminem's debut album. That Bad Meets Evil.
I didn't like Eminem.
Bad Meets Evil is hard.
I never listened to Eminem's any of his songs. Like only the ones that I was forced to, like on the radio. Like with a real.
Well, those were the worst ones. If you dig in his albums, he actually had some deeper shit. The radio shit was garbage for the most part. I feel you.
Yeah.
And I thought Stan is genius, but
Oh, word, hell yeah.
he's just not my dude. I mean,
His voice, I think Marco has a problem with his voice. I've heard that before. I feel you,
Eminem?
but I was
Yeah,
just looking at the
it's not
lyrical
my
content.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my thing
Yeah.
either, but I know he's great, but he's not
No,
mine.
he is great, right? But I don't like it. But I mean, he's arguably the greatest rapper ever, arguably lyrically, but I don't like him.
you know
No,
what?
but when he was with Royce, real quick, when he was with Royce, he had a totally different style. Like they married each other's styles. It was really like Bad Meets Evil. They were very similar. It's different, Marco. You should check it out. I'll send you a track. I'll send you one on IG, just one track, and you can check it out.
Okay.
If you're a hip hop head, you can see. I mean, he has a lot of influence from other rappers that already did that type of rap. Master Ace was rapping like that back in the early '90s.
I
That
feel
same
like
flow.
His flow, yeah.
I feel
love
like M is heavily influenced by Redman.
maybe.
Oh yeah. He gave him the shout
I
out.
love
He
that one
acknowledges that.
song by Master Ace called Jeep Ass, N-word. You remember that song?
Uh-oh.
That's such a dope song. You remember it?
I don't.
All right, it's dope. It was the one only commercial hit he ever had, pumping in New York City back in like '94.
No. Oh, that was the name of it. I mean, I had the single. I didn't know that was okay.
Jeep Ass N-word was the name of the song. Yeah.
I didn't know that was the name of it. I remember I had it on cassette. Shit, got it for my birthday.
Maniac Dum Dums bust the
The
scientific.
scientifical.
Approach the
With
force
the force and the force is
centrifugal.
centrifugal.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
That's such a dope song, and the beat is off the hook.
What about
Yeah, it was a perfect match. His flow on that beat, it was just like it was perfection, literally.
Yeah. And that was the only song he ever had. That was a
Huge, yeah, commercial. I know.
Eminem on drugs was fire. Yeah, I guess. Canelo told that brother, "You have fought nobody." True.
You fight nobody. Who you fight?
Okay. Hey, this is my night. Get the fuck, please, get the fuck out of here. He's funny when he curses, Canelo.
Yeah. Well, even Payday was funny. Payday? You want Payday? I know that.
Yeah, I know that.
He should have gave him the fight, though. He should have gave him the fight. Fuck that.
I mean, who the fuck was Boo Boo at the time? Who's Boo Boo now? Unfortunately, great fighter.
Hey, who is Munguia? Who is Berlanga? Who are these chumps that he's fighting now? Anyway, same shit.
That's a good point. And he said he'll never fight a Mexican, and yet he fights Munguia.
Yeah, you can't use that and then turn around and fight these guys he's been fighting.
Right.
Who's Ricky Burns?
Ricky Burns was, come on, man. What? See, that's why you can't really mess with casuals like that, man.
Marco, you're out of pocket. You don't know Ricky Burns?
Dead ass. Who's Ricky Burns?
When Canelo, during that little segment, go ahead. You got it. I'm going to let Alan cook.
Oh, Ricky Burns was a fighter from Scotland. He was a champion. In fact, when he lost to Bud, he came back and won a championship again. So outside of most of the...
When Bud goes, Ricky Burns isn't elite?
Exactly. That's what I was referencing. Yeah. He said it was one of his best wins because for some reason he doesn't want to put Errol up there. I don't understand that. He didn't even say Porter.
No, I know.
He didn't even say Porter.
Now I know who it is. I remember. But yeah, that's not one of his best wins. Come on.
Yeah, he didn't. What, dude? That was his first title. Most guys put their first title as their top win, and then he had to go overseas to do it. So yeah, arguably.
Yeah, from an emotional perspective, that's when I really became a champion. I feel you, but yeah.
How high do you think Devin Haney has Cambosis going to Australia?
I don't know. Good question. That was a big win at the time because he was the only guy to beat Tio at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the time, Bud beating Gamboa was big. At the time, beating Postal was big. You know.
Yeah. And then that's why I say, and look, after that, Gamboa's win didn't seem so impressive as his career progressed. So
you
that's
can't
why
do that to fighters, man. People need to stop judging fighters when they're 40 versus when they're in their prime.
No, just right after. Just right after he started doing that. That's why I don't like judging, all-time great status on active fighters, because not only does the fighter have more to do, their opponents. You got to see how their wins age. It makes a difference.
Yeah, so how is Canelo aging at 168?
I mean, he's never lost at 168. So, you know, what are we doing? He's never lost at 154 either.
I think he's saying that his opponents that he did beat that
he never lost as a welterweight. Go ahead.
His opponents that we put a lot of sauce on at the time, none of them went on to impress. Like Munguia, that ages horribly, right? Because he was stopped by
right. And
boy.
Munguia's not old. He just is. You know what I mean? He's still in his 20s. Like, yeah, exactly. So I like to give it a little time. You know, there's obviously a difference between a fighter who gets old and loses, like Roy, for example, and a fighter who just, as the competition steps up, they show more their true colors.
Mm-hmm.
So Gamboa might have been one of those. That was a great win at the time, but how did his career progress? I don't really even remember. Right after.
Who? Ricky Burns?
No, Gamboa.
No, Gamboa.
Let's look it up right
I don't know.
Well, Gamboa, you got to remember though, Gamboa he may have been peaking. He was probably too small for the weight class anyway.
Yeah, he looked very small. He's 5'5". Yeah, he's tiny. But you got okay. His first loss is Bud. Then he beats nobody I've heard of, and then loses to nobody. Then he loses.
Loses nobody.
Yeah, he loses 3 years later to Robinson Castellanos. I never heard of him. He has 23 and 12 dude beats him.
But you know what, Marco? Someone thought highly of him because he became a journeyman for Tank and Haney. So he fought. The gap between fighting Bud and Tank and Haney had to be almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's see.
So
Tank and Haney. Well, he lost to Crawford in 2014, and he lost to Haney in 2020. So 6 years.
6. Okay. A different generation. I get his point.
6, yeah, but at that point he was washed.
Yeah, but that's the only era people remember Gamboa for. They remember Gamboa for the guy who lost to Tank and lost to Haney, versus the Gamboa before he fought Crawford.
But even him, the only person that Gamboa beat before he lost to Crawford, I remember Orlando Salido, but I don't know any of these names. Like
that's a good win. Didn't Salido give Loma an L?
I don't know, but he was 35-10 when they fought, so it's not like he had a dope record. You know what I mean? He was already like, let me see, did he fight Loma? Yeah, he fought Loma. Yeah, split decision. Yeah. But still, again, that's the only win he has. He was just undefeated. So that win, to me, when you really analyze who he beat and what he did after, how good was Gamboa?
And he was an Olympian too, wasn't he? He was like a gold medalist.
Probably, yeah. All these Cubans are fucking gold medalists. Probably.
I mean, all these Cubans are pretty good fighters too. Most of them are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still out on my boy Morel. I believe I still believe in him, but let's see.
It's hard. Yeah, man.
I mean, people still think Canelo is this iconic knockout puncher from his first 40 fights, fighting Uber drivers and mail carriers.
Well, see, I'm not going to put that much sauce on it, but I will say lately he has not been stopping people. That's what I'll say.
What's his first 39, dude? I mean, his first 39 or 40 you never heard of.
No, I feel what you're saying, but he was stopping big names. You know, I got to give him that. I'm somewhere in between. You feel me? Hey, Marco, can you pop out 7 p.m. your time tomorrow for my live? Would that work for you?
I don't know, because I think I'm taking the kids to grandma's. Tomorrow will be tough.
Okay, all good.
Saturdays are hard for me usually, but I'll try.
Hey, I'm still figuring out the schedule. We'll see. I appreciate it.
Being KO'd on the way for Bud.
They don't believe that.
What's up?
They don't believe
that. Hey, mods, get on your job. This is where we cross the line. You feel me?
Oh, shit. I didn't even read the fucking rest of that. Good Lord. I said Bud fans, and I looked, because Mick just came in. I looked over at Mick. I didn't read the rest of that sentence. This fucking guy.
What up, Marco?
What's up, Mac?
Where's this Ricky Bunslander?
What the what's
here we go. I like that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I didn't hear what he said. What did you say?
What's this Ricky Bunslander?
Ricky Burns sucks, Mick.
Oh, Ricky Burns slander. Okay, let's go. Rock out, Mick. Rep for your people.
Marco, you go beat You don't even want to show your spar with CJ, and Ricky Burns is a 3-weight world champion.
Talk to him.
Just
Talk
because he's
to him.
Scottish doesn't mean he can fight. No, he was good. I was fucking with you. I don't. But he's
Three-weight
not
world
elite.
champion. 10 straight world title wins and defenses.
He's not elite.
Damn. Uh-oh.
Number two ring rated
Yeah.
junior lightweight 2010.
Does the name Carl Johnson ring a bell to you?
Carol
Marco,
Johnson.
you cannot you can't say a man isn't elite when he's fighting on the elite stage, man.
Sure.
He's on the elite stage. You can't call him.
Does the name Alex Arthur ring a bell to you?
Mick, I want to get this straight. You said 10 straight title defenses. Is that correct?
10 straight world title wins and / defenses, yeah.
Well,
got you. And Marco always defends Deontay Wilder for his 10 defenses.
No, I defend Deontay Wilder for having 42 victories, knocking out every one of them. That's what I defend.
Marco, you defend fighters with 90% or 80% knockout percentage, beating bums.
I
consider them knockout fighters.
Hey, if you could find one heavyweight champion who's ever knocked out all 42 of their first opponents, then we could talk. I don't like Deontay, by the way. I don't like, especially the way how he handled himself when he lost. But the facts are the facts. Nobody's ever done that. You can't.
You like Tank Davis?
I did.
I called you out on that a bunch of times.
I did. No, but Tank is still a tremendous puncher. You know, obviously, we got.
Well, how do we know? How do you know? How do you know?
Knocked out almost everybody he fought. What do you mean?
Hey, Mick, I want you to keep cooking.
At lightweight, which is even harder to do.
I want Mick to keep cooking on Ricky Burns. Thanks for showing up.
On top of that, Wilder was also, I've said this before, he was a good 20 to 50 pounds lighter than almost every heavyweight. He was a small heavyweight. He was still knocking them all.
That's true.
I only give Wilder credit for being an athlete converted to a boxer and found his way. He was never good. Yes, he has power, but he was never good.
Well, good. You're right. You're wrong. Yeah, he wasn't, but he still won. So the definition of being good is when you're fucking winning.
Being successful, yeah.
Right.
Man, shit.
So you're right.
This way.
How many world champions? Sorry, how many world champions did Deontay Wilder beat?
I don't know.
How many? Come on, Marco.
Did he beat?
I don't know because I don't fucking look up the stats.
One. I want to say one.
I think two. I think he beat two. Just think.
Okay, I was just thinking Stavern.
Stavern and Areola, maybe.
Okay.
I think that's about it. But anyway, Marco, are you ready for this shit? So you're shit on a guy who is 9-2-1 in world title fights, 3 weights, right? He also went up in weight, and Marquez vacated. So then he fought Katsidas, who was the ranked #1 fighter, after beating Roman Martinez, who was the #1 ranked fighter. So, like, how do you shit on a guy that's like that? He wasn't a great skillfully or things like that, but he went 3-weight world champion.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Okay.
Like it's no as if it's like any shit fighters are 3-weight world champions. And didn't see Broner. Like how many 3-weight world champions does Canelo beat?
I don't know, but I'm looking at all these names on Ricky Burns' record right now.
We'll go through the names if you want, I
am, because I'm not familiar with them, and I don't want to talk about something I'm not familiar with. But now I'm getting familiar. And you know what I'm getting familiar with, Mick? I'm getting familiar with a big steaming pile of mediocrity. A lot of it. Woohoo!
So who's mediocre there?
So I mean, he has one big win on his record, not one.
Roman Martinez wasn't it a big one?
Who?
Roman Martinez, 3-time junior featherweight champion.
How many people we got in here? Does anybody in the chat or in the panel know who the fuck that is?
Of course they do.
No, but I find it amusing how you say Martinez. Martinez.
I didn't know what you were saying.
So he fought Lomachenko, but 5 years after that, gained his title back 3 times after Burns taking it off him.
You know what's funny? There's 2 names I recognize on his. It's Terrence and Omar Figueroa, both of which who beat him.
Figueroa fucking cheated him.
Cheated him with his fist in his.
They docked him 2 points in the last 2 rounds.
Burns was holding. He lost points for holding.
Right? Even at that,
He was holding.
Cannon, world champion. Peril Relic, world champion. Martinez, world champion. Catsidas, world champion. Who else do you want? Do you want more? Petters Moses, world
Well,
champion.
those world
Anthony
champions
Crawford,
are on the
world
level
champion.
of the champions
Lee
that Deontay
Selby,
Wilder beat.
world champion.
Unknowns, but still champions.
But so you go through them. He broke his jaw against Beltran, fought Crawford 6 months later, and then fought Slatty Cannon on the back of it. He didn't duck anybody.
I don't
Broner
know.
vacated.
But
Broner vacate.
Ricky
His
Burns
ass went.
would not fall under
Okay.
my category of elite. Absolutely not.
So what would you say is elite? A boxing world champion, no? It's like
I mean,
0.0001% of one, aye.
This is the problem with the word elite. It's very subjective.
Right.
Ricky Burns was a champion, but he was not an outstanding fighter. Maybe that's
So-
a better way to put it.
I know you say that, right? But we'll start here again. Bob Fitzsimmons, Tony Canzarone, Barney Ross, Henry Armstrong, Wilfred Benitez, Alexis Arguello, Roberto Duran, Emil Griffiths, Wilfredo Gomez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Jeff French,
What are
Hector
we doing here?
Camacho,
Different weight
Julio
division
Cesar-
champions? Is that what we're doing?
Julio Cesar Chavez, Iron Bartley, Duke McKenzie, Pernell Whitaker, Mike McCallum, Alfredo Vasquez, De La Hoya, Roy Jones, Gomez, Trinidad Tapia, Tony Mosley, Pacquiao, Morales, Barrera, Mayweather, Marquez,
Marlon
Monte
Brando,
Alcotto,
We didn't
He likes to
Arce,
do
Donaire, Mayers, Mares, Broner, Ruben Gonzalez, Jorge Lares, Leo Santa Cruz, Ricky Burns. Oh, and on the back of that, it's Danny Garcia, Vasyl Lomachenko, Nayo Inoue, Terence
You know what
Crawford.
would have helped if you just would have said what that is and put the
Huh?
He
numbers.
likes to save that for the end. He
Cool.
likes
If you
his
just would have
punchline. He
said-
likes to land the
you would have
punchline.
said 13
Course-
other people did what?
Kosei
division?
Tanaka, Canelo, Junior Casemiro, Emmanuel Navarrete, Buddy Jack, Shakur Stevenson, and Nakatani. I take it Ricky Burns is the only fighter on that's no elite. That's a 3-weight world champion. And Canelo, and how many 3-weight world
No,
champions
there was a
Canelo
bunch
beat?
of guys on there that weren't outstanding fighters that you named.
Yeah, Marco wouldn't give it
Who?
to Broner. I know he wouldn't do that.
But like, who would you give as an outstanding fighter at that list?
And real quick, so you said 3 division. Half of
Three
those
division.
fighters, 3 division. Half of those fighters you named, Henry Armstrong, Bob Fitzsimmons. Those are guys who it's more impressive because that's when you only had the fucking 10 weight classes.
Right, when they had to make a
Now-
bigger jump.
Exactly. Doing it now doesn't hold nearly as much weight as those early guys.
So,
Oh yaka!
so did Burns win them in two of the main weight classes, aye?
I don't know what you just said. What'd you say? Say it again.
Did Burns win 2 of his titles in the 10 weight classes you're on about?
I don't know what the fuck he did. All I know is that it's not as impressive
So,
now than to do it back with like the Henry Armstrongs and the Bob Fitzsimmons.
but 3-weight world champion. It's like
Right. But
You can't-
so
all the
statistics,
fighters are elite. There's
Statistics.
54 fighters ever to do it. Yeah,
right.
is that not
And
is that not elite? How
It-
many
It's
how many professional fighters is there?
I wouldn't say elite. It's it's an outstanding
Accomplishment.
accomplishment. Yeah, but sometimes people who aren't that good accomplish certain things. Doesn't mean that they're
Hey, Mick.
overall outstanding fighters.
Mick, let me ask you something. In Scotland, they have, what do you eat? Biscuits and gravy? You putting a lot of gravy on your biscuit right now. Too much
Mm.
sauce, man. It's like,
No,
I get your point,
No,
but-
biscuit and gravy.
when you had to make a huge jump, like a 14-pound jump, that's more impressive than these, like, the smaller weight classes
Right.
today. Not
Jumping up
smaller,
4
but
pounds. Yeah,
smaller
exactly.
increments. Yeah.
Exactly. But look,
I get that, but
I never won shit, so he's way better than I was. I'm not,
Word.
obviously
Keeping it real. Keeping it
I give
real.
him respect, but he's not. I wouldn't consider him an outstanding fighter historically. No.
who thinks won more world title fights? Kell Brook and Errol Spence or Ricky Burns? If you add Spence and Brook together, Ricky
Hey.
Burns has won more world title fights than them. How
I
many?
mean, and
Like-
with 37% knockout ratio, he couldn't even knock the morning dew off a flower. This fucking guy.
50% knockout ratio in world title fights.
He couldn't knock the morning dew off a rose petal. This fucking
Yeah,
guy.
he'd have knocked that hair off a grape
I'm gonna
anyway.
use that one. Huh?
Mhm.
All did that. I've seen more hair on a grape. Right, right, can we get into this now? Ricky Burns isn't elite. There you go. I'll give you that. It was fucking elite. It wasn't just elite. It was fucking
Okay,
elite.
put a grade on it. I want both of you guys to put a grade on him as a fighter.
A grade.
You said elite. I want like a letter grade.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like that. I like that. I'm gonna give him a B minus.
okay. And how about you, Mick? And then I'll follow up.
I'm gonna say B plus, but he's closer to A minus than he is B minus.
Okay, well, so
I say
an
it's a
elite
solid B.
fighter-
I'm right in the middle.
right,
Solid
an
B.
elite fighter should be A's. So you kind of just helped us with
Yeah.
the point, Nick. I think elite guys should be A's. That's my point.
Mhm.
That's exactly my point.
You see what you define as elite, though, yeah.
Mine's an A. Yeah. But if
But
He
you're
said
saying
it's subjective, but that makes sense. It does make sense. Elite A. That's kind
elite
of
should be
analogous.
A, right? Shouldn't it?
What are you making? What is your definition of elite? Is it skill? Is it achievement?
Like
Is
you
it
know, Ricky Burns, a few steps above him.
You know, my main criteria is eye test. So that's why I give him the B instead of the A.
Oh, it wasn't great to watch or nothing like that, but he found a way to win 3 world titles. No
No,
seconds
hey,
of belts.
props to him.
None of
A
this
B
Tank
isn't shitting on
Davis.
him.
None
A
of
B
this
isn't
Tank
shitting on him.
Davis shit.
Hey, I'm not even on that. I'm not a Tank fan, so
So it's like, how I get people can sit here and okay, there has only been two freeweight world champions in the whole of Britain ever.
Hey, panel. What's going on, panel?
what's
What's
cracking?
up?
Who is this? Who we got in the building? I can't see it because you got the chat over.
I am 444.
Sound like 444. Yeah. What's up, man?
444. What's up, brother?
Yeah. What you got going on? What you want to say about something about Burns? Anything you've been?
I'm gonna call you triple four.
That's fine. I'm with it. No, I was just listening what y'all was talking about Ricky Burns. What y'all was saying about?
Yeah.
Mick was just admitting that Ricky Burns isn't an A fighter. That's all.
He said he's elite, but not an A. That's a contradiction of terms, in my opinion. What you got to say on it?
Word life.
Well, can he explain what's the difference between elite and A?
Yeah, in your
we're
eyes,
trying
Mick.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
We're trying
So
to make that.
for me, it would be what he could do skill wise would stop him from being up in an A, but what he achieved in accomplishments is an A. It's an A plus. There's only 54 fighters ever achieved it. Only 2 for the UK ever.
That's impressive.
So you put more into the accomplishments when I'm doing more eye tests. Okay. So 444. Where do you land on that?
I would agree with that to a degree, because so let me ask you a question. If it's going to be based on accomplishments, aren't accomplishments contingent on being in the position to be able to accomplish those things? What if you're never given those positions? What if you're never given? My audio's off.
No. Go ahead. I keep going.
Yeah. What if you don't? What if you're never put in the position or have the opportunity to achieve those accomplishments because of the politics of boxing?
In boxing, okay, now you're going with politics. Generally, you work. Your resume and your work ethic will put you in those positions. Generally, can you give me an example of somebody where that their work ethic didn't?
Well, let's look at. I mean, I think there are plenty of fighters who have been marginalized. Let's look at David Benavidez. If David Benavidez personally had a free road to just success, I think that he would have quite a bit of accomplishment, and I think he would be historic, honestly speaking.
Well, but
because of the politics,
one fighter with him, just one fighter, which is Canelo. Everybody else he was able to fight and beat. Just Canelo won't do it.
Well, everybody's able to fight and beat, but you also have to look at what it took to be able to get those particular fighters at the time that he got them, right? I think that Benavidez would have been far more ahead, actually, if the politics did not impact the industry as much. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So it's like, if it's all about accomplishments, you still have to be put in a position to be able to kind of get those accomplishments, though.
So with Burns, he was made mandatory for Roman Martinez, who was like 26-0 at the time. And like Martinez was a huge favourite to win, like probably about -1,000 to win in American betting terms. And he was probably -25,000 after the first round when he knocked Burns down, and it looks as if he was going to stop him. But he done that. Burns went to the stage, defending, then went up, became mandatory for Marquez. So he fought interim against Katsidas. Marquez vacated to move up. So it was like he made the position himself, yeah. Like, and he defended all his mandatories, didn't duck them.
Well,
Didn't duck. So I
no,
think
shout out to him.
I think Gonzalez was a mandatory. Bud was a mandatory. Before that, Paulos Moses was a mandatory. And you get like these fighters who go up and like people will go, "Oh, Manny Pacquiao won 135 hanging belt, right?" He did, but he beat fucking Felix Diaz or something, and then never had another fight again. So is his accomplishment at 135 any better than what Ricky Burns did?
Understood.
Because
Okay.
There's a lot of Scottish sauce. CJ, what
A lot of-
Shout out to him for his accomplishments. That's just not my main criteria. I think that's where we differ.
oh, totally get that.
So you're on the eye test? You more on the eye test?
Me? That's
Yeah.
my main thing. I put that at number one, yeah.
Okay.
Not the only thing, but the main
Well,
thing.
it's a
yeah.
mix. Mine's a mix. It has to be a little bit of, a nice, well-rounded bunch of ingredients go into the pot.
Of course.
But like,
For sure.
see the ingredients. So like it comes with a bit of, oh, he's my favourite fighter, so let's add a wee bit more into that, yeah.
Mhm.
So
I mean, look,
like
it's a good fighter. I know you don't have that many coming out of Scotland. What, him, Josh Taylor? I mean, it's a very limited bunch, right, that have made it.
for Scotland fighters,
Yeah.
Alex Arthur was a world champion that beat Ricky Burns. But aye, it is. So Ricky Burns and Josh Taylor in 10 years done something that nobody had ever done in Scotland, yeah. Before that was a guy called Paul Weir, 2-weight world champion, but the best fighter out of Scotland's Ken Buchanan, yeah.
Right, forgot about him.
Beat Carlos Ortiz, Hall of Famer. Then he lost to
Yeah,
Duran beat him quite handily though. But
And to be straight, we're not shitting on Scotland at all. I mean, it's a much smaller population, so of course
Right.
there'll be less famous fighters out of there. So salute to you.
Right.
Marco, you're old enough to know to hold the door open for a lady. Let's welcome the new lady to the panel.
Welcome, Miss Bad Girl TKO. How you doing?
Thank you. Actually, I wanted to jump in because you guys were talking about Benavidez and how, poor Benavidez, the politics, it kind of, got to Benavidez, and poor Benavidez didn't get his shot because of the politics. I really don't subscribe to that. He had plenty of opportunities, and I think one of the biggest screw-ups that he did was allow himself to be on an undercard for Tank Davis. I mean, if you want to talk about like setting yourself apart and giving Canelo a reason to want to fight you, aside from the simple fact that, that's what everyone wants to see, but like, he doesn't really sell out, number one, like not to the level of what. So here's the thing. Let me back up. Canelo, I think he ultimately wants to fight David Benavidez, but that is going to be his Pacquiao Mayweather fight. Like, I think that's what he wants it to be. But there's no like financial gain for him to fight David, because David hasn't really, like, he's not a Pacquiao. He doesn't have the numbers. He doesn't have the following. I think if he had the following, if he had something to like sit on, then it would be easy to go ahead and make that fight. But why would he take that fight? Why would he take that fight, number one, if like everything kind of goes against him? David's like super huge. And David just announced that he's never going to go to 168 again. So if he wants to see David, that he has to go up. So the disadvantages fall on Canelo, number one, like fighting a guy that big, that huge. Yeah, again, David fought at 168 for 11 years. Like, he literally was killing himself to make that weight for 11 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like he was sitting around for some type of payday. Didn't happen, so he ended up going up. Like, I don't know. I just don't see like
David would smoke crack if he had to get back down to fight Canelo. If Canelo gave him a shot, he would do what he had to do.
You think so?
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's not only is that the biggest money fight, but it's the biggest legacy fight for Benavidez, depending on what happens against Crawford. If he loses to Crawford, that might damage a little bit of, oh, he's old now or whatever people might say.
But he recently said that he wouldn't go back down again.
Yeah, he would though. I really believe he would for that. Yeah, because that's a Canelo's Canelo. There's only.
I like to address what the lady was saying respectfully. You're talking about David not selling and there not being the incentive there for Canelo to take the fight. Okay. Are any of his recent opponents selling out like that? Munguia and Berlanga like breaking record gates. I don't think so.
But they don't pose the threat of David though. They don't pose the threat of David.
When you said why should he fight him, the simple answer is because even though he's bigger, blah blah, he was made the weight. He's in the weight class, and he was the only apparent real challenge to Canelo at the time. Nobody thought anybody could beat him except Benavidez, and he's in the same weight class.
Let me put a bow on it real quick. So I don't understand why there should be. Okay, you saying the risk level is the reason that David has to come with more incentive for Canelo than these other guys that he's actually taking the fights with? Maybe. But bottom line, if you're scared, go to Va la Iglesia. You need to go to church, champ. If you're scared, say that.
I don't think it's a matter of being scared. I feel it's like a matter of like, did he have a belt? No. Okay, so I'm going to take everybody's belt. So he got everybody's belt, and now he's just going to reign there. So now it's like, do I have to fight you? I really don't. But if I were to fight you, it would be nice if you had a big backing with you, like say a Pacquiao or say a Spence or something like that. But you don't. You're on Gervonta Davis's undercard. So in a sense, like, what is my real urgency in fighting you other than satisfying the fans?
No,
because
right.
really,
it is a lose-lose for him. And I give Canelo props. He finally did admit, look, this guy's 25 pounds heavier. I'm really a natural middleweight. I get all that. I'll give him props for admitting that. And you're right. It's a lose-lose. But so for him, I think he's earned the right to not have to fight Benavidez. I agree. But as a fan, and
Canelo,
for Benavidez, it's like, fuck, man. Nah, you're crazy. I think Benavidez would beat Canelo.
Can I ask you a question?
I think his onslaught would beat Canelo too.
I got a question for the young lady. So based on your the concept of what does Benavidez bring, doesn't sell out, I get that. So can you tell me, Canelo fought on Mayweather's undercard for a while,
right?
What type of money or backing did Canelo bring, for Mayweather to choose Canelo, to fight?
On so many levels, I can answer that with ease. Like,
okay,
truly.
Please do. Go ahead.
Canelo brought a whole plethora of fans. Number one, like when he fought Shane Mosley, Mayweather saw the people that turned out for Canelo. That was already like the big telltale. And he was so like Mayweather. If he was really a man's man and the boxer that we all like say that he is, why did he on All Access it was like the face-off with Max Kellerman and Miguel Cotto. He said, I want you at your best. I want you the best, Cotto. I want you to come in the most comfortable. I want you to come in at 154. And he allowed Cotto to come in at 154. And I know everyone's going to say all this shit about like how Canelo asked to be at 152. No, he didn't. And you know how I know that? Because if you watch the All Access of Showtime, when they're watching Ellerby talk about the weight, Eddie Reynoso in Spanish says they're lying. Like, why are they even talking about the weight? They told us not to even talk about the weight, and they're over there talking about the weight. We didn't want to come in at 152. They asked for that shit. They gave Canelo a disadvantage. Why? Why would you give Canelo a disadvantage if you're not like, you're not trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to give Canelo a disadvantage. He gave him one, just like Tank gave one to Ryan. So it's like, I don't know. Like, you guys can take.
Can I answer this?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, answer.
Go ahead, Matt.
I know why they fought. But I know why he was on the undercard, because Golden Boy and Mayweather were linked, yeah. They had a promotional agreement with each other, yeah. Mayweather and Golden Boy.
Yeah, but he also joined Showtime. He also joined Showtime. He had Guerrero. The reviews and the ratings weren't that high, so they needed a Canelo. They needed the ratings to go up, so they cherry picked Canelo like just to like make it like to sell and to like make it a big huge event.
So So I'm of the mindset more so of this, and what you're talking about is I get what you're saying, but Canelo in the American public, Canelo was pretty much he was kind of groomed, like he fought on Mayweather undercard. De La Hoya did a great job with building Canelo's brand, and the Mayweather fight solidified Canelo, meaning on a beyond Mexico, in the sense that we all know about him. Like, I didn't know too much about Canelo when he was before Mayweather, right? I'm not saying he didn't exist. He was doing phenomenal things, but it was the Mayweather fight really brought amazing amount of eyes to Canelo and made him a more international or American star. And all I'm trying to say is that Mayweather had to extend that to him. Mayweather extended that to him, which made Canelo even more popular, even more money. You know what I mean? So the idea that you have to be popular, or you have to bring something to the table to match me before I give you an opportunity. So sometimes I just think it's just not fair, because someone has to give someone an opportunity.
Canelo had a bigger following than Guerrero, say.
Yeah.
Right? He had a bigger following than Guerrero, a bigger following than Ortiz. Canelo,
Yes.
like, if you watch the weigh-in,
Yes.
when they all weighed in and stuff, like, Mayweather was so lit to the sky because there were so many people there. Like, it was like he would have never had that turnout with a Guerrero or an Ortiz or a Mosley. He never would have had that. So, like, if you watch the weigh-in, and you'll see how, like, lit to the sky Mayweather is. And not only that, go ahead.
But this was Canelo's first pay-per-view, though, yeah? He had never sold a pay-per-view. He hadn't sold a pay-per-view before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not, listen, just for the record, I'm not saying Canelo was not a star amongst his people. Absolutely. We know that. But we're not going to we're not going to act like the Mayweather brand did not bring Canelo to a whole, and then it didn't grow. It made him bigger. It made him more, people became more aware of Canelo just by that fight. You know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So Mayweather and Cotto done 1.5 million buys, right? Canelo's next fight after Mayweather done 300,000 and never hit 1 million till he fought Golovkin. It wasn't like it was. That was put together so for Golden Boy thingy, and Schaefer left after that, so Mayweather dropped him. But I didn't see how Canelo was bringing something that Floyd wouldn't have sold anyway. They sold more, but maybe they were still sold 1 million against Guerrero. And didn't
I hear a lot of good points being made.
I don't think that was a seller for it. I think the seller was that Canelo was a heavier fighter, and maybe they had a slim chance of losing at that time. Yeah.
Listen, guys.
I hate to break the flow of the conversation, but Marco, I know you're probably about to wrap it up.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got to get my daughter out. And this is fun, but I will be back. You say what you got to say. I will be back tonight, so we should all jump on it. Bad girl, come back anytime.
Yeah, salute to you.
Go ahead.
Like having a female voice. I just wanted to say real quick that you I know you don't know too much about Discord. I don't either, but you got to find a way to have moderators, because dudes are trolling on some tutti fruity stuff now. So we got to, yeah.
All right, I'll make you guys moderators. I got to look in how to do it. I have no idea.
Right, exactly. But yeah, we don't need that.
Okay. See you guys tonight. Peace.
All right, peace.
One.
I respect all your opinions apart